Guys, oh my goodness, today's video is just so, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I'm trying not to cry during this video because I had a lot of doubt in myself, and there was a few people who doubted me also. And you know, a lot of people were like, you know, nursing's really hard, are you sure you're like you really want to do that? And just like, not everybody is going to be supportive in stuff that you do. So if you're going to do something, you have to do it for yourself and believe in yourself 100%. Anyway, I came on here to tell you guys that I freaking passed my first semester of nursing, and it's just so incredible for me to say that right now because I never would have imagined myself here in this position and saying those words, because there was doubt in my mind when I first started. Like, why am I doing this? I'm not even smart. Like, my first exam, I was like, why am I even here? I failed my first exam and I busted my ass since then because I was like, I refuse to fail. I refuse to repeat a class. Like, I got this, okay? But yeah, fast forward to now. I had two classes. My first class was Intro to Health Concepts, and my second class was Pharmacology. I finished my Intro to Health Concepts with a 80 point, let me tell you guys for sure. So Intro to Health Concepts was 80.75, which in my nursing school you have to get a 77% to pass. If you guys can hear my fiance's music in the background, ignore that. Anyway, my next class for Pharmacology, I finished with a 90.26%, which is mind-blowing because I was told in the beginning of the semester by my teacher that Pharmacology was one of the hardest classes like of nursing school. So for me to like have a B in that class is just like, what? Like, I was so beyond proud of myself, and I just can't even believe it. So nursing school grades are different than like normal like college grading, if that makes sense. So like a 90% would be like an A normally, but it's just like harder in nursing school. So like their grading scale is different. So like even though I got a 90.26%, it's actually considered a B, even though that would be like an A for other college courses. As for my Intro to Health Concepts, that 80.75%, that's considered a C, even though like other college courses, that'd be considered a B. So definitely different on the grading scale. Like I said, you have to have a 77% in both classes. So I completely passed, you guys. I freaking did it. So past the grades that I got, I do want to talk a little bit about what I feel like helped me the most to get through my first semester. Obviously, I failed my first exam, so I had to figure out, you know, like what's going to work for me, how do I need to study, like what do I need to do differently. One thing that I didn't realize in nursing school, when you answer test questions, they're all correct. You just have to pick the best one. So you have like options A through D, and they're all right. So like you're like, oh, but it could be this one. Oh, wait, it could be that one too. But you have to have that critical thinking, I said that weird, critical thinking aspect where you can eliminate and have that elimination process to where you pick out the most correct one, because they want you to think. It's not like you can go through an answer and be like, oh, it's B, oh, it's C, just like off the top of your head like that. Some you can if you studied and like seen that question before, but like if it's a question you've never seen before and you're like, oh crap, and you are stuck, you have to use the process of elimination and get rid of answers that you're like, no, that seems not right, but this one seems more right. Like, if that makes sense at all. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well, but all I'm trying to say is study, study, study. Don't wait till last minute for tests. Give yourself at least a week prior to prepare yourself and get ready for your exam. I think the biggest thing that had helped me pass my exams because the next exam I got it like an 89 compared to my first one, it was like a 59. So like the huge jump, okay? My biggest tip would be to do practice questions. You can look over information over and over again. You can look at your textbook and read the material over and over again. You may know that material like backwards and forwards, but if you do not apply that knowledge that you learned into a type of question that is a tricky question and makes you think, you will never get it. You will do horrible on your exams. Well, let me not say horrible, but you may not do that great on your exams. You may do better and get a better score if you practice how to eliminate questions and practice your critical thinking, because that is all that it is. That is what they're getting prepared for when they want you to take your NCLEX, that you're going to want to be able to do that elimination process and do that critical thinking. And on top of practice questions, I think my biggest other tip would be to stay organized. I can't even explain to you guys how many people would be like that deadline motivated, which there is nothing wrong with that, because I was like that a few times when I had a lot going on. But you really want to pay attention to like the course calendar, pay attention when your due dates are. What I recommend is logging on to what we call Canvas, where you can like see all of your grading, all of the assignments. Check your Canvas every day. Like just log on every day, double check that you're not missing anything, double check the assignments, double check the the due date. You know, just go on, triple check everything, make sure you're on top of everything. If it helps you, print it out and mark it off by hand so you can visualize it and see it. I think that was one of the biggest things that helped me, because there's definitely a lot of people who are unorganized and be like, oh, that's due this Saturday? Like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's been on Canvas for a while now. So, you know, you just have to like stay on top of things. In nursing school, like there's just no way. I actually had to stop working as much. I went down to only like 2 or 3 shifts a week when I normally work very full time. And there's plenty of people that still work full time while in nursing school. Don't get me wrong. I actually work with someone who worked full time, like 12-hour shifts while in nursing school, and worked like 3 or 4 times a week. So kudos to you, but I had to definitely cut back because it was impossible. There's so many assignments, there's so much like having to study, and you need that study time and just allowing yourself to be prepared for the things that come ahead. But that is pretty much everything that I really wanted to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are excited. If you guys are on a nursing school journey, please comment down below or tag me and message me on all social media. I love to talk or chat with you guys. So yeah, I passed my first semester of nursing school. We start back up on the end of January in our 2nd semester, so I will see you guys then. Well, I mean, I'll see you before then in other videos, but I mean like nursing school wise. We'll talk about nursing topics later on when I join my 2nd semester. But that is it, guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
You got me turning around so I can ask you.